says son. The one that's called the Son of God, believe it or not, in the New Testament. It's in Luke chapter 3, verse 38. It says Enos is the son of Seth, and Seth is the son of Adam, and Adam is the son of God. When I read that, I went, whoa. Let me go back. Verse 23 is where it starts telling you about Jesus' genealogy. It said Jesus is the son of Joseph. Joseph is the son of Eli. Eli is the son of all the way back to Adam is the son. Now, a translator into English put in brackets as was supposed. So it says Jesus is the son of, as was supposed, Joseph. In fact, in Islam we don't have that at all. There is no Joseph. He is a miracle birth. There's nothing about Joseph. If you begin to read the New Testament, you'll find that they put a big emphasis on the genealogy of Jesus. Whoever did this was trying to prove Jesus was created out of Joseph. Because it starts with Abraham in this case, and goes forward to David, and David then all the way to Jesus. And when it gets to Jesus, it actually says Joseph, who was married to Mary, and she's the one that had Jesus. Kind of playing with the story a little bit. But never once said it was the son of God. In fact, if you read in John 3:16, it says there that for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, whoever believes in him shall not die, have everlasting life. Well, already the statement is not true, because that would mean Jesus didn't believe either, because it said Jesus died on the cross, so therefore he must not have believed. And every other person after that must not have believed, because everybody died. So, but set that aside. It doesn't mention Jesus anyway. It just says his only begotten Son. The word begotten is a key, you know. There's nowhere in the New Testament that say it's the Old Testament. David is the begotten Son of God. Psalms 2:7. David tells the congregation, I will declare to you a decree the Lord hath made this day. Thou art my son, this day I have begotten thee. So it says. And when you think about it, you start thinking, well, what else did they lie about? But because there is an agenda working, the agenda is that if you tell the people what they want to hear, they don't anymore. If you tell them what they don't want to hear, they'll kick you out. I said some words tonight right in here that if I would have said them in some place, they would have kicked me out. I'll tell you what I told them. If you're not here to spread this message, you need to leave the United States. You don't need to be here. Go back where you came. Yes, one of our imams in Chicago said the same words last month, and they fired him. Yet this is what we know from our scholars. We're not supposed to be here in the West, where this is not a Muslim establishment, unless you're here to be and live as a real Muslim, showing people what Islam is about. Willing to sit with them, talk like we're doing right now. If I'm willing to do this, I can stay. But the minute I'm not here for that purpose anymore, get out. Because you don't belong here, what will happen, you will start copying the people, and they'll look at you and say, okay, this is guys no different than us. You rob, you cheat, you steal, you lie, you do all this stuff. You know what? This religion is nothing. And actually what happens, they're not in the religion anymore. They don't know. Muslims need reinforcement from each other. We have to have it. We have to be together. Human beings are very weak by their nature. And if you hang out with bad people, what will happen? You become one. In our country, here in the United States, it used to be really good. I'm old enough to tell you that in this country, in the 1940s, people, us, and our families, in Ohio and Texas both, used to never lock the doors. We used to leave the keys in the car. That way, if we park somewhere and you need to move it, they could move it. Because maybe somebody needs to park it, you leave the keys and let them move. Today, even when you put that big bar on your steering wheel, somehow they're going to bust your windshield out and they're still going to drive away with your car. Or they'll get a truck underneath it and zoom, go away. True or false? Then you bar up your house and put bars on the windows and still they come to the roof. Santa Claus got nothing on them, they'll come down the chimney. So, it's not good for Muslims to come over here thinking they're going to get rich and get their dreams here. Our Prophet told us something very important. I'm going to end it with this because I want you to think about it. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam قال الدنيا سجن المؤمن وجنة الكافر. صح? He said, this material world we live in is a prison to it, but it's the only paradise for a disbeliever. Because the people who are trying to seek their paradise here, they have nothing in the next life. You want it here? Go ahead. He even told us something in the Quran, amazing, that Allah said in the Quran, whoever says, "Rabbana atina fi dunya hasanah," then that's what He will give them. They're saying, our Lord, give us good in this life. Okay, this is what you want. I'll give it to you. But the one who says, give us good in this life, Rabbana atina fi dunya hasanah, wa fil akhirati hasanah, and in the next life give good to us, wa qina adhaban nar, and save us from the punishment of the fire. Okay, we'll give you. And there's no good in this life except it will lead to good in the next life. So there's a huge emphasis on the belief in the next life. Every real Muslim is thinking about it in everything they do. They don't want to lie, they don't want to cheat, they don't want to steal, because they know this could keep me out of the paradise. And even we'll have some good news, by the way. The good news is the paradise is not exclusive